Okay, hear me out. I know red cabbage doesn't exactly scream exciting. It's that slightly weird purple vegetable sitting quietly at the grocery store while everyone grabs kale and spinach. But what if I told you this humble, cheap, almost forgotten vegetable might be doing more for your body than most of the expensive superfoods you're already buying? Because the science, actual peer-reviewed science, is genuinely kind of wild on this one. Today we're going through what happens, system by system, when you eat red cabbage regularly, and I promise, by the end of this, you're going to look at that purple vegetable very differently. Let's get into it. What makes it different? First, red cabbage and green cabbage are not the same thing. Per 100 grams, red cabbage has about 10 times more vitamin A than green cabbage, significantly higher vitamin C and K, and here's the big one. It's loaded with anthocyanins. These are the pigments giving it that deep purple color, and they belong to a family of compounds called flavonoids. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that higher anthocyanin intake was linked to a 32% reduced risk of heart attack in young and middle-aged women. That's not a rounding error. That's clinically significant. And at roughly 215 milligrams of anthocyanins per 100 grams, red cabbage actually outperforms blueberries in certain studies. When you factor in cost and bioavailability, your heart, cardiovascular disease kills about 17.9 million people every year, according to the WHO, so anything food can do to push back on that matters. When you eat red cabbage regularly, those anthocyanins reduce LDL oxidation, which is the process where bad cholesterol becomes dangerous and starts building up in artery walls. A study from Nutrition Reviews linked anthocyanin-rich diets to lower oxidized LDL and improved arterial function. Red cabbage also delivers around 243 milligrams of potassium per 100 grams, which is critical for blood pressure. It counteracts sodium and helps blood vessels relax. And the fiber content, about 2 grams per cup, binds to bile acids in your digestive tract and removes them before they're reabsorbed, which lowers cholesterol over time. Small mechanisms, big long-term outcomes. Your gut. This is where I get genuinely excited, because the gut story around red cabbage is criminally underrated. It's a prebiotic food, meaning it feeds the beneficial bacteria already living in your gut. And your microbiome, as we've learned over the last decade, is involved in almost everything: immunity, mood, weight, inflammation, chronic disease risk. A study in Frontiers in Microbiology found that glucosinolates in red cabbage are broken down by gut bacteria into isothiocyanates, compounds with demonstrated anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects in the gut environment. Basically, your gut bacteria convert red cabbage into protective byproducts. The World Cancer Research Fund also cites dietary fiber from cruciferous vegetables as one of the most convincing protective factors against colorectal cancer. In their global evidence review, that's not a minor footnote. That's a major institution saying this food group matters. Your brain. Here's the one nobody sees coming. The anthocyanins in red cabbage can actually cross the blood-brain barrier, which is an exclusive club. Once inside, they reduce neuroinflammation and protect neurons from oxidative stress. A long-term study in Annals of Neurology, following over 16,000 women for 6 years, found that those with the highest flavonoid intake had significantly slower cognitive decline, the equivalent of being up to 2.5 years younger in brain age. From food, that number genuinely stopped me when I first read it. Red cabbage also contains vitamin K, which helps synthesize sphingolipids, a structural fat in brain cells. Low vitamin K has been linked to worse cognitive outcomes in aging adults, and 1 cup of raw red cabbage delivers around 34 micrograms, a meaningful contribution to your daily intake. Hey, real quick, if you're finding this useful, hit the like button right now. It helps this video reach more people trying to make smarter choices about their health. And it takes 1 second. Okay, back to it. Your immune system. A 100-gram serving of raw red cabbage has about 57 milligrams of vitamin C. That's 63% of your recommended daily intake in one sitting, and more per gram than most citrus fruits. Vitamin C drives the production and function of white blood cells, your body's primary infection fighters. But red cabbage also contains sulforaphane, which activates the NRF2 pathway, essentially your cell's own internal antioxidant defense system. Research in the Journal of Nutrition showed sulforaphane-rich diets reduced systemic inflammation markers like C-reactive protein. And since chronic low-grade inflammation sits at the root of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers, keeping that baseline down matters enormously. Bones and eyes. For bones, vitamin K activates osteocalcin, a protein that binds calcium into your bone matrix. A meta-analysis in Osteoporosis International found adequate vitamin K intake was linked to significantly fewer bone fractures, particularly in postmenopausal women. For eyes, red cabbage contains lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that accumulate in the retina. The National Eye Institute's age-related eye disease study found high dietary intake of these compounds was associated with a 25% reduction in the risk of advanced macular degeneration. Your eyes are literally asking you to eat this vegetable. How to eat it? Raw red cabbage preserves the most nutrients. Thin slices in salads, slaws, or tacos, and acidic dressing like apple cider vinegar actually boosts bioavailability of the anthocyanins, so a vinegar slaw is almost scientifically ideal. Fermented as sauerkraut or kimchi, you get an additional probiotic layer on top. Research from Cell in 2021 showed fermented food diets increased microbiome diversity and reduced inflammatory proteins. If you cook it, keep it short. High heat degrades vitamin C quickly. About 80 to 100 grams a few times a week is where the research shows real, consistent benefit. The bigger takeaway here isn't just eat red cabbage. It's that the most powerful things we can do for our health are often unglamorous and inexpensive. We live in a world constantly selling us the next supplement or superfood trend. And meanwhile, this tough purple vegetable, one that costs almost nothing, has been quietly backed by decades of serious research. Your heart, gut, brain, immune system, bones, and eyes are all responding to what you put on your plate. Red cabbage, it turns out, has a lot of the right answers. So next time you're at the grocery store, grab one. Slaw it, ferment it, stir-fry it. Your body will know what to do. And if you want more evidence-based deep dives like this, real science, no fads, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Plenty more of these coming. I'll see you in the next one.